Hello, this is Brian from BeeReadyToday, and so I'm answering the call from Wood Bushcraft to put out a video that discusses how I got started in bushcraft and how I got started in prepping. The first video I did, I put together these dramatics with my drone footage and my doggies on the first night that we stayed out. But Jason McDaniel put out a phenomenal video that hit me to my heart. Once again, another video hits me to my heart, to the point where he actually explained how he got into bushcraft and survival and why. I'm putting this video together to tell you specifically and personally why I got the notion to get my family and to get myself in line and ready for SHTF. Wow, I don't know where to start. Over the last, I would say, 12 to 18 months, I have been contemplating what it's going to take for me to actually sustain my family during an actual crisis, and after job loss and getting contracts and losing contracts and the like, I started doubting my ability. After contract losses and after in my economics, downturns and upturns, I started to wonder if, after turning this over 55, was I able to actually sustain my family in the event of a real crisis. Not just my economic crisis in my family, but just a true city or county crisis. I remembered how I used to be when I was in the Air Force, in that back then I used to be able to eat nails. Well, figuratively speaking, I was able to eat nails on my salad. There was nothing that could stand in my way. But approaching middle age and subsequently being introduced as a senior, that really gave me opportunity to pause so that I can actually deep down find out in my heart if I am still capable of taking care of my family in the event of a crisis. This might sound weird to some because you have never been in a crisis, or some people have never been in a crisis to the point where it almost consumed your entire thought process in your mind. And so I have actually been in that type of crisis several times in my life. And so this preparation was something that I needed to do and I wanted to do to get my mind back to how I was when I was in the military, and not let old age hinder my thought process. And so I started on this journey. I first joined YouTube a while back, and I was very skeptical because there's so much craziness out there in YouTube. And so I was looking up survival and the subject of survival and preparedness and bushcraft, and I came across a young man by the name of Chris LeClaire from the Wooded Beardsman, and he was putting out these videos about how he was surviving and how he was bushcrafting and how he was hunting food, and I became very enamored with what he was doing, so much so to the point that I was thinking about at one point on how I would survive on the land. And so as I started looking at his channel, and this was on my regular channel, BLW, I started wondering, what would I do in the event of a crisis, in that I had no food, I had no water, I had no grocery stores that were actually presented to me so I can go out and buy food. I didn't have, I was thinking to myself, how would I be able to take care of my household, but not only from the standpoint of food, water, shelter, but also security. And so once I started watching Wooded Beardsman, and I saw how he was handling it, I began to wonder, this is something that I need to do. I need to get out of the mindset and comfort zone of being home and or being on a military base where everything is taken care of, all of the security is taken care of, all of the things that we take for granted in our life was taken care of. All we had to do was perform our job. And I've realized over the last several years, since I've been in my 50s and now I'm pushing 60, that is not a good way to think. We still have to, regardless of who we are, we still have to be made certain that we have the capacity to take care of our family. And so I began to wonder. And so as I looked at videos, I came across this young man called Tyler Wood. And I began to watch his channel under my regular channel, and I began to see how this young man was taking care of bushcraft and how he was doing things and how humble he was. And I thought to myself, wow, this is awesome. And so before I actually broadcast my Be Ready Today series, I created it, but I continued to watch Tyler Wood and Wooded Beardsman. And so fast forward, so now I'm watching things and I'm getting connections to other people by way of watching their videos. And then I came across Zach Fowler and Fowler's Maconry and Mischief, where he was on the Alone Season 3. And I actually watched Alone Season 3. I actually watched Greg, and I actually watched a previous season, I think it was Season 3, where Joe Rabinette was on there. And I watched where Zach Fowler just poured everything he had and all of the techniques and the methodology. And then I went back to watching Wooded Beardsman, and then I went back to Tyler Wood, and then I started thinking, well, you know, I can really do this. And I jumped on a few chats, a few live chats, and I gotta say, my expectation was very low. But there were several people that really took to what I was doing, and they were so supportive. One being, I gotta call his name out again, Tyler Wood Bushcraft. This brother not only explained to me that I could do it, but he was encouraging, and then exceeding my expectations, he started promoting what I was doing. And then Rolling Homestead came into play, and started to see that there were like-minded individuals wanting to take care of things, and not just wanting to go out and put a video out, but they wanted to make certain that they're prepared, and they wanted to share everything that they have actually done. And so this is phenomenal, and it comes to the point that this has not only exceeded my expectations for the support for me, and that's directly supporting my family, but also it is absolutely phenomenal to see our Americans, you know, USA, putting this out and helping others regardless of race, color, and creed. There was another young man that reached out to me, and he has a very small channel as well. His channel is Second Star Survival. That brother reached out to me and said, hey, I understand what you're going through. I'm on board. Any way I can help you, I support you. And that just hit my heart even deeper, to the point where this is something that is far beyond me. This is something that is far beyond a channel. And so I began to make videos and comment on videos, and even though I've had loss of job, I got a contract, I lost a contract, I got another contract, I lost a contract, and I have a contract now, I have been supporting as much as I can to as many of our brothers and sisters as I can. I don't have much. I don't have much in knowledge. I don't have much in videos and how to start fires, but I'm learning. But I am supporting those that are actually helping me and my family, and I take that very seriously. And so, with that said, this is my journey. Tyler Wood, God bless your brother, he challenged me to put this video together. Forget all of the pomp and circumstance and the theatricals with the drone. I'm just being real right now. So brother Tyler Wood, thank you so much for allowing me and giving me this challenge. I learned from Jason McDonald and his phenomenal video that just touched my heart today that I should challenge 3 people. So, oh my goodness, I don't really have many to challenge. And so who I challenge is, number 1, Tyler Wood. Number 2, this brother has been with me, even though he has like less than channel, I don't know how many subscribers he has, but I challenge Second Star Suvival to speak a video as to how you got into survival and bushcraft. And then I challenge my number 1 mentor, and this guy, he has no idea how much he has helped me and taught me how to deal with survival and preparedness. He has actually even brought in his family into his small cabin, and he has Zach Fowler, and he has his brother. Anyway, I'm going to get right to it. Wooded Beardsman, Chris LeClure, I challenge you to the Tyler Wood challenge, if you, sir, would so accept, to come up and put together a video that tells us, in a nutshell, how you got started. I've heard your videos, I've watched your videos over and over about you and your brother building houses, building tree forts and the like, but I challenge you also, sir, to go ahead and put this video together for the Tyler Wood Bushcraft Challenge. Take care, guys. God bless. Oh, I'm sorry. Take care, guys and gals. God bless.